In the survival horror game Alien Isolation, Ellen Ripley's daughter Amanda was last seen drifting in space, awakened by the light from a rescue crew. After the ending of Alien Romulus, could Rain and Andy somehow run into Amanda in the sequel? Here at ScreenRant, we think it's possible.
It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda.
Alien Romulus director Fede Alvarez was heavily inspired by Isolation. According to Alvarez, playing Alien Isolation is how he realized that Alien could truly be terrifying and done well today. Alvarez even used the emergency phone save points in Isolation to foreshadow terrifying events in Alien Romulus. Alongside the original Alien movies, Isolation also functioned as a style guide for Romulus's look and feel. So it wouldn't be surprising if the sequel to Alien Romulus contains the biggest Isolation Easter egg of all, Amanda Ripley herself. After all, after Amanda became the sole survivor of the Sevastopol incident in Isolation, her story continues around the same time as Alien Romulus. Following the events of Isolation in 2137, Amanda drifted in space for 3 years before she was rescued in 2140. 2 years later, in 2142, Alien Romulus's Rain and Andy became the sole survivors of a similar event on the Renaissance Research Station. Locked in cryosleep aboard the Corbelan, Rain and Andy expect to arrive at the planet of Ivega 3 by 2151, and during this time, Amanda's story is well fleshed out in the canon Dark Horse comics Alien Resistance. After Amanda's rescue in 2140, she spent the next years fighting with the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, threatening to expose their secrets and sabotage their facilities. If Rain and Andy actually make it to Ivega in the sequel to Romulus, it wouldn't be impossible to find Amanda also there, planning her next move against Weyland-Yutani, and Amanda might even consider recruiting Rain and Andy, her fellow xenomorph survivors, and first-hand witnesses to the corporation's dangerous experiments. While this is pure speculation, as the plot of the next Alien movie is unknown, director Fede Alvarez hinted that Ivega isn't the paradise planet Rain and Andy are expecting. On the terraformed and temperate Ivega, Weyland-Yutani could be using the planet's potential for life to further experiment with xenomorphs. And this is more than enough for Amanda Ripley to get involved in Ivega by the time Rain and Andy get there. That said, putting Amanda in the next Alien movie is a huge risk. It would mean messing with the continuity of the beloved comic book series Alien Resistance, which chronicles Amanda's story post-Isolation. And to justify doing that, Alvarez better have a good reason for bringing Amanda into the Romulus sequel. But if the director somehow pulls it off, the sequel could turn Amanda into the next big sci-fi action hero, potentially opening the Alien movies to adapting more comic book and video game stories. After all, Amanda is canonically still alive and in cryosleep by 2178. If Amanda shows up in the sequel to Romulus, the next Alien movie could actually see Sigourney Weaver playing Amanda instead of Ellen Ripley, given the timeline. Crazier things have happened in the Alien universe. Do you think Amanda Ripley can or should show up in the sequel to Alien Romulus? Tell us in the comments and keep watching ScreenRant.